Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Charlene, and today we are going to make a grilled Caribbean chicken breast for dinner. So I took out a couple of chicken breasts and defrosted them. Now I used to just, whatever I got from the store, I used to just throw them in, you know, in those family packs and stuff. But I noticed that they were getting like frostbite and stuff on them. So I started to do this. Vacuum seal them when I first got them, like cut the fat off and rinse them off and everything and put them in like this, and then I would date them. So this one's actually from April of 22. So yeah, they do last. Like there was no frostbite on here, so I just thought I'd mention that. So I'm going to cut these, rinse them, and then our other ingredient is orange juice, which I don't have orange juice, so I'm going to use freshly squeezed. We need a little zest, so I'm going to wash these as well. That part's done. So this one looks a little nicer. So I'm going to use a grater. We need about a teaspoon of orange peels. Actually, how much stuff do we need here? Okay, so just put everything in one of those. Okay. No, that won't work. So I'm going to stick this in this bowl and just kind of measure in case I miss. Oh, that smells good. Nice and fresh. Okay. Let's see. Actually, this holds it, so that's nice. Yeah. Pretty much perfect. Okay, now we have to freshly squeeze a quarter of a cup. Orange juice goes in here. Okay, next we are going to put in a tablespoon of olive oil and lemon juice. Okay, and then a teaspoon of ginger. Ginger is one of those ingredients that I don't use all that often. It's definitely not one of my favorite flavors, but we're trying new recipes, so we will give it a go. I'm going to put just slightly less because I'm a little iffy. I don't want it to ruin the whole recipe if I don't really enjoy the ginger in it. So it's probably more like a 3/4 teaspoon rather than a full that I put in. Then we need some garlic. I am going to just put in a heaping tablespoon here. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of hot sauce. So our house, we really enjoy Tabasco sauce, so that's what we will use. Okay, and it's in a 1/4 teaspoon, so we will just put in a little bit because that's a teaspoon measurement right there. And 1/2 teaspoon of oregano. Oh, I did lose my, you know what? I forgot that I had misplaced my 1/2 teaspoon. I don't know where that went. So, okay. Then it's just chicken. Okay. That is it. That is very simple. Let's see how this smells. It smells like a mixture of orange and garlic. Okay, I am going to put this in a Ziploc bag. And then I will put this in the fridge until it's time to cook tonight. So I'll get chicken juice all over the place. Okay. First I didn't think it was enough marinade, but it was. Okay, all set. We'll just put it in the fridge. My fridge is getting full in there. I'm going to have to organize it a little better. Okay, we are all cleaned up from making the chicken dinner and disinfected the countertops. So now we are going to move on and make an apple crisp. So I've made this so many times I don't need to follow a recipe. I am going to actually start with, I just have the quick oats here. I'm going to use about a 1/2 cup of that. Then I'm going to put roughly a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour in. Maybe a little less than that. Okay, we're going to put some brown sugar. I'm just thinking here, maybe we'll start with about a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I'll leave that out just in case. And then cinnamon, you'll want lots and lots of cinnamon. So for sure, at least 2 tablespoons I'm going to be putting in here. And then I'm just going to mix this up. Try to get all the lumps from the brown sugar out. They had a sale of apples at the store. Well, I paid full price, and then the next day I went in, there was a sale, so I had to buy even more. So I have a ton of apples, and some of them are starting to go. Okay, so we're going to put that aside. That's all mixed up. I'm going to put the flour away so it's not in the way. And this bowl's for the apple peels. So I sprayed, this one is the 8 by 11. Whoops. Don't know how many of these I'm going to use, but I need a knife. Okay, so okay, that was the last one. So now we are just going to sprinkle the stuff on it that we just made. Try to make sure all of it gets a little bit. Looks like it was just the right amount. And I am also going to sprinkle a little extra cinnamon on. Okay. Now I am just going to sit this on top of our stove for now. I will probably cover it with tin foil just so it doesn't, nothing falls in it or anything. And then I will bake this just before I start to cook the chicken. Okay, we are back. I put the apple crisp in the oven. I put it at 350 for the first 20 minutes. I had the tin foil on, and the last 25 I pulled it off. Anyways, it is done and it looks good. I did take a little bite and it's so yummy. I'm excited to try that. Well, not to try it, but to have some. So we'll put the lid on. It's still relatively warm. So now we're going to make our side dish, and we're going to make Chinese fried rice. This recipe I have made quite a few times. My oldest son requests it every so often, so I thought I'd surprise him tonight with it. So we are just actually going to start out. I'll just show you guys. On this small pan, we are frying up. This is probably about 2 large onions. And then in this pan, we are going to put eggs. Sorry, I'm gonna do some scrambled eggs. So I'm gonna put in more eggs than normal. It normally just calls for a couple eggs for the recipe, but my son loves tons of eggs. That's his go-to. Add more eggs. So I'm probably gonna put about 18 eggs in this. In my Ninja, I put the rice. I've actually never tried rice in the Ninja before, but it is so quick, so much quicker and easier than cooking it on the stove. I just put it on the pressure cook setting for 3 minutes, let it steam, and I checked it. It's totally done. I was like, what? Anyways, that was shocking to me, but that's going to be my new go-to. Don't have to watch it or anything. So the rice portion is done. I'm gonna fry this, then we're gonna put some carrots and peas in here to fry as well. And then we will add the seasoning after. And I sprayed both pans beforehand. Okay, does this not work? It works. Oh, there it is. The eggs are done, and we've just heated through our vegetables here. The rice is all cooked, so we will just move over there and mix everything together. Okay, I'm just going to add everything here. So we've got all of the scrambled eggs. And then this is all of the peas, carrots, and onions. Okay, so now we are making a very large batch, so I can't really give you guys exact measurements by cups or anything because I'm kind of just eyeballing it. I'm going to go by taste. So we are going to add in some garlic, some sesame seed oil, sesame oil, and some soy sauce and salt and pepper. Okay, so we're going to start with soy sauce. Just use whatever kind you have on hand. I'm going to put just a little. You don't need a ton of the sesame oil, but I can't recall the exact amount. So I'm just going to put a little bit. I'm just going to put a little garlic because I don't want to get too strong. So this is maybe a tablespoon here. Salt and some pepper. has that smell of Chinese fried rice. I'm just going to try a tad bit. It's very close. I'm going to put in a little bit more soy sauce. Actually, I'll just finish this bottle. Just a little bit more sesame oil. And a little more salt and pepper. Garlic, I think, was just right. I'm going to try it again now with this. I'm pretty sure that should be good with a little bit of everything. Perfect. Oh, that is good. Actually, I think this is the best one that I made so far. I love it. Okay, so that's done. Now what I did, I put this in a plastic bowl, Tupperware bowl, with the lid on just so I can slightly cover it to keep it semi-warm. And now we are going to go over to the Ninja and we're going to put our chicken on. Okay, so we've got 2 layers of chicken in the Ninja. Let's see here. We are going to turn it on air fry and we're going to put it on. It says just 6 minutes each side. So let's try 6. Oh, I think 390 is too high though. So we're going to go to the temperature. I think we're going to change that to 350 because I made that mistake the last time and burnt it. So 356, just close the lid and we just press start. Okay, here is everything. This is our chicken that is done. It looks really, really good. And I checked it for pinkness and it's perfect. So we ended up with a nice huge bowl of Chinese fried rice, some Caribbean chicken, and for dessert, some apple crisp. Now we are going to try the chicken to see how that turned out. Okay, so I don't think I've ever tried orange flavored chicken before, so I'm not quite sure how this is going to turn out, but we will see. My dog's right below. He smells the chicken. It's okay. My personal opinion, orange is not the flavor for me. I'm pretty positive my family is going to say the same. It's very strong, like really strong in orange flavor. It's not bad by any means. Like I wouldn't say, oh, none of us are going to eat it. We'll eat it. But I probably wouldn't make this one again. And if that's your flavor, then you will enjoy it. It's good. The 6 minutes per side, that's not long enough at all. And it could be too because they weren't super thick breasts, but they weren't the tiny thin ones. And what did I do? I think I added 4 minutes to the first side. So I did 10 minutes on the first side. And then I did, I think about another 10 on the other side, 10 to 12. But I kept checking them like every 4 minutes just so I wouldn't burn them. So, but yeah, it was good to try though, because now I know if I see recipes that have the orange in it, then I probably won't go, try those ones again. But at least we have the rice that I know for sure my family loves and the apple crisp for after. And we will definitely eat these for sure. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you on the next one. Take care.